Thank you, Toastmaster CJ and fellow Toastmasters, for the opportunity to speak with you all this morning about a little bit about who I am, how I strive to be the best every day, and also how I came to be a part of this group. But before we dive in to the topic of striving to be the best, I want to review a few of the world's actual best. So if you may know these people, Usain Bolt, he is the best runner, the fastest sprinter in the world. Marie Curie can be known as the best female scientist. She has won not just one, but 2 Nobel Prizes in chemistry and physics. Meryl Streep is known as the best actress of her generation for her 21 Academy Award nominations, which is, I believe, the highest number of nominations out of any actor ever. So she's definitely the best in this space. And then last but not least, and my personal favorite, someone who I think is quite stellar, is the best looking man of all time, Matthew McConaughey. Yeah, I know some people may think I'm a little biased, but this is fact. So this group of people didn't get to where they are today by sitting around and doing nothing. They worked for it every day. They experienced challenges every single day, and whether it was working out and sprinting and training, whether it was studying in the laboratory or practicing their accents and lines, these people worked to make themselves better at their craft, and every challenge they came across made them better for that, whether they realized it or not. Except for Matthew McConaughey's case, where he's basically just a gift from the gods and he was just born lucky. So what about us mere mortals? What do we wake up for each day? For me, I strive to be the best version of myself that I can imagine. So this spans across both my personal and my business life, which includes relationships with my families and friends and my coworkers. For me, being the best version of myself means pushing myself outside my comfort zone on a daily basis. And then one of my quotes I'd like to share with you today by Roy T. Bennett puts it quite perfectly. He said, "You never change your life until you step outside of your comfort zone. Change begins at the end of your comfort zone." And to be completely honest with you today, right now, I'm a little bit already outside of my comfort zone. Well, I guess virtually at least. But for the most part, I avoid speaking in large groups. I don't enjoy a lot of attention being drawn to myself. And answering our table topic questions, which are very specific questions on the spot in front of a large group such as yourselves, is a little bit difficult for me. I get super nervous and pretty much forget who I am, my name, everything goes black. So thank you for bearing with me on these topics week over week. But joining Toastmasters was a challenge brought to me by CJ, so thank you so much. And I've been using it to step outside of that comfort zone and striving to be better at speaking, at communicating with people, and I've already seen that help in both my personal and my business life as well. So I'm super excited to see where Toastmasters continues to take me. Another example of where I've challenged myself to be better has come in the form of new experiences, such as moving to Arizona, which has challenged me to branch out and engage with new people, new activities, while staying connected and present in my relationships back home. I've become a better communicator and more present in my long-distance relationships since moving out here because I've had to make more of an effort. If I hadn't moved out to Arizona, I also would not have figured out that I am actually very afraid of heights. So to challenge myself in this area, I challenged myself to hike one of the most terrifying hikes I have ever seen, ever experienced, ever researched and actually done myself. So if you haven't heard of Angel's Landing in Zion National Park, I highly recommend you go and search it, watch a YouTube video to get the full terrifying effect of just how scary this hike can be. So for example, the last mile or so of the trail actually has metal chains, as you can see in the picture in the bottom right, to keep you from falling 1,000 feet off to the right and 1,000 feet off to the left. So it's actually quite terrifying, and myself being afraid of heights, I climbed the entire thing without looking down once. I'm pretty sure I climbed some of it with my eyes closed, which is probably not the best idea, but I'm still here, so that's good. I'm proud to say that even though I crawled most of the way and I was internally crying the entire time, I was able to make it to the top, as you can see in the left-handed photo, and share a beer with my friends at the very top, which was super rewarding. And I will tell you that I actually did not have a single sip of the beer because I was too afraid to lose any sort of motor skills that I would need to get back down the mountain. So it's just for photos. But what this hike really taught me and challenged me to do is it helped me challenge myself, my emotions, my mental toughness, and my physical activity and strength to become a better version of myself. And that's the whole point. My goal each day is to strive to be the best, like those famous people that I mentioned earlier. But while I may not be known around the world as the #1 Toastmaster, the top hiker in the world, or the best long-distance relationship expert, I've been able to challenge myself every single day to be better at these aspects. I can honestly say I would not be the same and am not the same person I was before these challenges, and in continuing to look for new challenges to make myself a better person every day. And I feel like doing this is making myself a better version. So, fellow Toastmasters, I'll leave you today with one question. How are you striving to be the best today?